Well, let's go to the UK and the political editor of Express Online, David Maddox. He's always at the centre of the action. You can get the latest, of course, by going to the website. David Maddox writes splendidly and his insights are extraordinary. Express.co.uk. David, thank you for your time. But look, the free world have been shaken by the raid on President Trump's home in Florida. You, as I understand it, have spoken to Jason Miller, Mr. Trump's chief communications strategist in the 2020 election. He says the former president is the subject of a witch hunt with the purpose of trying to prevent him from running for office again. Just amplify that point.
Well, they are terrified, I think, over in America. The Democrats' side, this is, are terrified that Trump is going to run again. And all the polling shows that he would win easily. We carried some polling this week, actually, from the Democracy Institute, which is a Washington-based think tank we have an arrangement with. And it shows, whoever the Democrats put up against Trump, Trump wins by a country mile. In fact, the one who stands the best chance against him, ironically, is Joe Biden. And, 57% of Americans, according to our poll, think that Biden is completely incompetent. So that tells you everything.
So really. is Jason?
And, I have a series of things against Trump, to try and basically impeach him or something.
I was going to ask you that. Is Jason Miller arguing that they are trying to impeach Trump for a third time? What would that mean for the American Constitution, the American people and democracy? Because once a government begins to weaponise its judicial system against political opponents, it's very difficult to recover from that.
Well, that's exactly what Jason said as well, and he's absolutely right. I mean, whatever political viewpoint you take, once you start locking up your political opponents, it's a very dark world indeed. Actually, I mean, we only have to look at 20th century European history to see where that particular rabbit hole takes us. And there certainly seems to be an effort to do that. I'm actually due to have lunch with Jason later this week. He's over here in London, and he's very concerned about it. And I know, actually, reading from a reaction over in America, yes, a lot of Republicans are.
Oh, no doubt about that.
I mean, I think the whole thing is backfired, actually.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that to you, David. I mean, surely the Democrats here have kicked an own goal, because the Republicans look like taking back control of both the House and the Senate in the November elections, and the Minority Leader, Kevin McCarthy, has vowed to investigate the Justice Department. So they're playing a losing game here, the Democrats.
They really are. They really are, actually. I mean, there's nothing like trying to lock up your political opponents to get people to think that probably your political opponents are right. It's a really dangerous game, and I actually think it kind of underlines the desperation actually the Democrats have. I mean, they're falling apart over there.